So anyway, I gave away Megatron today. Yeah. Oh, yes, we have new. First off, is everyone enjoying the ads? I love the ads. Think about all those people that don't have ads. So yeah, I know people be like, "Oh, ads suck." Da, da, da. But I'm gonna be really enthusiastic and ask you about how the ad made you feel, and we're all in it together. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Awesome, guys. Yeah, I make a pittance off of them. But, anyway, thank you. And now we got Dark Devas. Oh, yeah, I get monetized for it. So, really, thank you for watching the ads. I don't think it's like gangbusters, but it's something. And I'm not going to play it well. It'll only be like for whenever I get up and go to break. So now we have that. And Fox Sleeps and Ager's 10 have the dab emote. Yeah, so, yeah, with the emotes, probably, Neon, you'll get it. What I'm doing is I'm basically, whenever we get, new emotes, it'll probably go to the higher tiers, and then it'll filter down to you. So eventually you'll get the dab emote. So, but right now, it's, what's the silver strip you just ate? I ate silver. I'm a robot. That was a Listerine breath strip. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I used to do a lot of snooze. And snooze is basically a piece of tobacco. It's smokeless, spitless, and no one even knows it's in. So I would shove it in my upper lip. I would say it would take me to flavor country. And I loved them. It never gave me any negative side effects, but, yeah, it was, and I really loved it. Empire! Clockwork! Thank you for extending! Yay! Yeah, flavor country. It's a big country. I would just stick it up there, and I'd tell everybody that, and I liked it. And I could do it anywhere. I would do it during sessions, and nobody knew. It was my own little trick. I'd have a 10 of it. Nicotine's just not good for you. It's probably not good for me. And it was getting pricey. You know, it used to be like $3 for a 10. And what these evil tobacco companies do are they hook you, and they just keep jacking up the price until it's like $7 for a 10. I was going through like nearly a 10 a day. I was like, this isn't right. So anyway, I'm on Chantix. I haven't smoked, but yesterday was my first, what is it? What was I talking about? I started reading your stuff about flavor country. My first day without a snooze. I did the entire conference. I'm doing it now. But I still want to put something in my upper lip. I already chew gum. I chew a shit ton of gum. So I'm like looking at all these things, and like I found out there were like pouches of tea you can stick up there. Yeah, we should make an Abdal emote. Yeah. What did I miss last time? I conked out last time. Well, let me, somebody died. We don't know who it was. It was a weird knife person. Oh, thanks, Neon. Yeah. I mean, smoking made me feel like garbage every time I did it. Like, that has plenty. But the thing up there, it made me feel really good. Now I just gotta find something else. I'm very orally fixated. Always need to have something in my mouth. Yeah, Akers, I'm working on that. You'll see something. Anyway, we have a bit of stream business to take care of. Glow Shroom, Breezy Cloud, and Resident Android. If you are here, speak up. Ooh. Just
Be happy!
It's me, all upside down, boy. I did it with the
Well, Resident, I was about to chide you and you were donating. Wow, thank you so much, Resident. They're not about to be executed. What would ever give you that idea? No. Let's see, so we have Resident Android. And we do not have Glow. And we do not... Oh. Okay. This is Jaime Lannister's sword. I've killed many a man, a few women, and a monkey with it. No. Resident Android, would you please kneel? Now, Resident Android, you have been chosen by your peers to accept the duty of Mod, and also of Knight of the Tanaka Empire. Do you swear to uphold the lofty ideals of always doing your best? That is all that is needed. So in the power invested in me as leader of the Tanaka Empire, I knight you, Resident Android, Mod and Knight of the Tanaka Empire. You may arise, Sir Resident Android. Everyone, cheer for our new knight. And now, for the marriage certificate part of the knighting, the actual thing that makes it legal. There you are. It's like, you know, the actual marriage ceremony doesn't do anything. But going to the courthouse does. So me typing in mod blah 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 is like me going to the courthouse. You're also married now. Oh, I saw my friend Lamar in here. Lamar the con guy. Give a shout out to my buddy Lamar. Lamar is someone I always look forward to seeing at cons. Also, I will be at Anime Pasadena on April 18th. Anime Pasadena. Yes, I know. It's not like I can't get out of this realm. But, talking to my con manager tomorrow, and I'm going to try to see, basically my strategy is going to be this, go to smaller cons, and stuff like that, so. But, oh nice, okay, well I will see you there. And, yeah, it's a bit of a, sad time in our con community. We lost one of our good friends, John Ramirez, to a battle with cancer. So it's been rather sad. It was a long... He had a lot of health issues. This is never fun. But anyway, rest in peace, friend. All right. Well, let's do our best. That's what he would have wanted. Now, it is time for the Dark Davis. We just had another one added with Resident Android. I'm going to keep one of them, though, that got bumped. Since they were on there before, I will give them their due. Because we do Dark Davis of all time, and then we do Dark Davis of the month. So if you go and look underneath, you can see what... If you beat any of those and become in the top 4, you get a shout-out theatrically at the beginning of the stream. Let's see how Tony's doing. 55 viewers? That's right, Tony. Axe out. You can eat shit. We got 62. What up? Dave's only got 40. That's right. Dab in their face, Fox Leaps. I'm so petty.
Be happy!
Sally, thank you so much for donating. Could have been donated by Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, I was having this, God, this cough will go away. I swear to God. Anyway, I was having this, I was like, making an omelet earlier, or more of a scramble. And, what was it? Tergliafera. You should, Fox Leaps, do it. Do it, young one. Let's see. No, I was just thinking if like Raid Shadow Legends, the ad like talked to you. It was like, oh god, not another ad for Raid Shadow Legends. Like, what? Is there something wrong with Raid Shadow Legends? I just think you aren't all man enough to play it. Wait, are you talking to me? I sure am, you candy ass. I think candy ass is a very funny thing to say. Yeah, alright. Let's get on to business. Watch me. Gosh, I'm so sick of it. All right. And I always know when it's going to come up. Let's see. My dark days of destruction. Our empire grows every time. But know that it would not be worth it if I did not have your support. Sincerely, you are the backbone of the entire Tanaka Empire, the strength in my right arm. Let me tell you who you are. Master Maestro, Augustin, Shasta, Bird Girl, and our new Dark Devas, Neon Fish, Japale, Ghoul Treats, and Resident Android, along with our gifting Devas of Frat Goblin and Flutterdash. Let us all rise together, for it is nearly showtime. Ba-da-ba-boom. Now let's go. In game. And hit that button.
I have that shitty mic, but now let's go to the real one.
Wait, what happened? Whoa, am I missing all the fun? Nayuto! Nayuto! Thank you so much for the gift subs! Wait a second. I didn't look at the dashboard. Nayuto, my prize, Dark Deva. How could I have ever forgotten about you? Your name change has confused me, but know that I still love you. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, we're playing the game. Oh god. And thanks for the host, Fuyu. Alright. Alright. Indeed, it would not be done. Alright, come on.
Danganronpa.
Chihiro! Coronis, thank you so much for continuing. Baby Chiax! No one can match my power. Thank you, will be. Will be. Alright. Wait, okay, what was this? Okay, where do I need to go? I know we have to go to her room. Wait, who are these people? What's going on here? Is this Wilt Chamberlain? Remember when Hajime didn't have the stones to say thank you to Chiaki? We all thought, wait, what? What place? This is not, I am asking for, it's not a spoiler. Where am I going? Christ, it's good to see you, but where am I going? I tried to go to Kyoko's room, but it's like I should check out that one area. Somebody tell me where to go. Is it Jim? I don't know what I'm doing, everyone. I need help. I need an adult. Yeah, Jason, help me. Everyone's ignoring my cries for help. Go back to the gym? For what? Y'all see that straddle? This is pretty cool. Watch this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that item.
You know?
Oh. Oh.
What?
Well, sheesh, Jason. Oh, is this the garden? Alright, jerk.
Let's go.
Yeah, there we go. Oh gosh, Makoto. Ah, wait for me! My little weenie legs are so small. Alright. See what cool crap she has. This has got a bunch of cheesy, like old-timey detective crap in it. Oh, I see. She got the bare bones package too.
What?
her room's empty. She must be a protagonist. You should, man. Great way to meet men.
It's certainly possible.
Smell it. Oh my gosh. We've looked at everything. Oh, you just want me to talk to you, don't you, jerk? Have you seen everything in the room? Yeah, I think so. Well, have you talked to me? No, I haven't. Let's talk.
Come on.
Concrete! Oh, God.
It's true.
Oh, boy. Aren't we gonna open this thing?
Interesting.
I hope it just has the copy pasta.
What?
Under the sheets, I'm a freak. Glad we conveniently opened this in her room. It was another body. Crunkle, crunkle, crunkle.
I see.
Uh-oh. Alright. Is there any other information on it, or is it just... Alright, Japanese readers, read it. Oh, he's gonna do it. The Ultimate Soldier. She got skills? Bow staff skills? Yeah, I'm gonna read an article by a girl that, like, beat her fellow classmates in a survival game. Fenrir, isn't that like a mystical beast? Not very good if we took her out. Alright guys, don't talk too much about Mukuro. I don't know anything.
I see.
Fenrir.
Naturally.
You want to go to war? Yeah!
Found it!
Yeah, I do too.
What? What? Hey, come on now.
Miss Ogami, who's that? Oh.
What?
I just didn't know her last name.
Of course.
Yes, I would. Look at all the dead people.
In other words,
Hey, Glow, you missed something kind of important.
yes,
You.
indeed.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Why?
Huh?
What's going on here?
Yes, indeed. Well, now.
Thanks, Cub. Real thing.
Hey,
Yeah, I do. And they are stupid, Monokuma. Gross! Oh, gosh, you got a bunch of scars on her hand. Ugh. Totally undateable now. Ugh, scar hands. Gross. Ugh. Woo. Bunch of scars? It's like, is a tattoo a scar? Sight. Listen, we started off Trigger Happy Havoc, and it was nice, trying not to bully anybody. But then came the bad realization that all these guys suck. So,
What? Such ignorance.
I must have really hated you to make you so dull.
That's right.
Now, obviously, I know the big twist, but it really hasn't affected the game because I feel like that twist, even knowing about it, it's not layered anywhere in this. I'm not going to be like, oh, I saw the telltale signs. It's like, no, I'm looking for them. There's nothing. It's like if Terror came back in DR1, DR2. Like, what?
It's certainly possible. What?
Just tell me. I bet you're going to be the big boss of
It's
this.
all clear now.
Since we don't have Kyoko holding her hand. With her horrible scar hands. Thank you, Despair Doctor, for covering up Byakuyo's face.
So, in other words, let's go.
Byakuyo fans, Extremely Japanese, my favorite part of the game. It's really effing Japanese. Shit. I hit that.
I see.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Holy crap, you idiots. Just do it. Oh my god.
That's right.
Makoto, can you take initiative just for once, like opening a door? Eagerly accepted the key. Oh, please, please, give me the key. Give me the key. Thank you. Thank you. Titanium arrows? Chucking a hero.
I see.
Bloody duct tape.
Very strange.
No, it's... This whole case is odd. Yes, Breezy, you are the only one that doesn't like Allie. Allie's great.
Why?
How could you?
What?
I thought she was at her cutest when she was talking about killing the chickens. Owie's awesome, you guys.
Let's go. I see.
I'm sorry, Galaxy Dueler. Good luck at your interview. Yes, we know. Ears have been hot. Yeah, that stance. Read. The Wolf of Ragnarok. What a mercenary group. Makoto is looking at Byakuya feet pic. Enjoy what you see.
What?
A lot of this is. That's how the music goes. DJ Tergliafera. Wait, what are we talking about? There should be a second. Yeah, Glow, I don't either. Is this entertaining? Don't worry, we're not gonna get to trial. I think I kind of turned off the the thing where I'm in front. I was like, let's just get to the trial. I'm ready to do that. Thank you, Resident Android. Woo woo. Thank God.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot.
Hell yeah.
See you later.
The time has come.
That's right.
Let's go! Let's save up. So we never have to go through that investigation again. Alright. going to take a quick break. Hey guys, let's talk about the ads. How were they? Six ads! I think Jane is a big... 6 ads, that's awesome! Oh, wow. Great. Hello, silent scoundrels. Alright. Well, I mean, I think we all learned something about this wonderful products and services that we're offering. So let's continue. 9 and 8. Y'all are just going the extra mile. Alright. Because we're dating. I wish I could just... It's the same Raid Shadow Legends ad. Ooh.
Huh?
I don't like that.
Hey. What?
Who could show up at any time? Wait, why are we waiting there? Why don't we just go down the elevator?
Why?
Could it be?
Oh, Monokuma has to walk us down? Oh.
What?
Come on.
In other words,
Oh God, Kyoko.
Hey,
Except for you being a pretentious jerk. Open your eyes.
What?
is that right?
Hey, show us your scarred hands, gross. Gross. Come a little closer, girl. I'll show you my scars. Smooched her.
Indeed.
Oh, God. Hope we all wish you did.
Let's go.
Man, if you told Hero about scarred hands, that's all he'd bring up. Just like he kept calling her ogre.
But
Be like, hey, listen, Kyoko, before you left, I thought things were going pretty well, and then you just kind of disappeared. What's up with that? Do you ever think, like, me and you?
Correct.
Well, we all know Byakuya is a jerk the entire time. She doesn't know. He knows he's a jerk. She doesn't know she's a jerk. So we have to tell her.
That's right. Whew. So... However...
Oh man, she's really in eye close mode.
Wrong. In other words,
Holy gosh, she's just talking all of her eyes out.
just a second.
Makoto.
Unless you're the killer. Yeah, seriously, we were about to start the trial, and then Kyoko just comes over here.
It would seem...
I want to shoot words.
Goodbye.
Yes, that all is all. It was that all. It was that's all earlier on. All right. The door slid shut. Man, in DR2, I would look around and be like, oh, we're missing so many people I liked. And this one is just like, ah, alright. The dusky darkness. The dusky darkness. Don't say despair. God damn it.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Me too, Monokuma.
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
I'm ready, brother. Let me set my skills. deadly riddle, a deadly faith. Yeah, sure. Oh, hell yeah. We did a lot of stuff. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Wait. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm just gonna get this one because I am. I promise you, I'm gonna be so cool and composed this game.
Let's begin with
Nope.
a basic. If you can, okay. Well.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
They were kind of hot. Yeah, let's talk about like the knife or whatever. Keep going, Jack.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
Oh my god.
No, that's a ghost.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's
Brother.
a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Oh god, are we gonna? Oh, that
Her
poor hand.
traits?
Her hands.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
Because she's got horrible scarred hands.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Ha ha ha!
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
Also, yeah, Scott, I'm making fun of scars on the hand because it's nothing to make fun of. Like, this just doesn't matter. But in this game, let's take what we got. We got nothing else on Kyoko, so ugly scarred hands, free game.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
We're not gonna go swirling because of this stupid shit.
That Kyoko there is just a...
Impossible.
Okay, then
Those could never fit in the gloves.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Alright.
they got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No!
Boom!
No.
Hey guys,
There's no way the corpse was wearing
legit
gloves.
first try. First try. I'm gonna get first try on every single one of them.
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember?
I do remember.
I imagine trying to wear gloves over
I
nails like
imagine.
that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Yeah, women, am I right?
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Ooh, silver, take this.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life.
Custom gloves, ooh.
If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Take Kyoko. Please! Where's my laugh track? God damn.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Alright, guys. Alright. Oh, I got you. We are ready. Ugh, come on, computer. There. All right. No.
If Kyoko really is still alive,
We're still
then
on
who
this.
died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so.
The face was scorched.
Beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do,
Shit.
right?
All right.
If Kyoko really...
Then who died? There's gotta be some... I don't think so.
The face was scorched beyond recognition.
God dang it!
And there wasn't any
Stop
description in the
spinning.
Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do.
Golly!
If Kyoko really is, then who died?
There's gotta be some... I don't think so.
The face was scorched.
Beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
God, no!
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
All right, you little bitch. I'm gonna get through him.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way... I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify...
God!
No, that's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
I know.
What? For real?
Eagle Eye Tergliafera.
Cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
I can
Her
see it's a
master
wolf from over
must have
here.
made her get it to be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
I got it!
Dude, I am
The
killing
Fenrir
this.
Mercenary Corps.
So
That's the name of the
smart.
military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Oh my god!
Now I understand.
I always understand! Sheesh!
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo.
Well said, Cuck Lord.
Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
What? Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
Man, guys, I wish we had done all of Mukuro's free times. But seriously, let's get back to the game.
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
You got totally effing
If
killed.
I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial
All
right
right.
now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and
Thank you, Monokuma.
as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
Face!
Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I got it!
It's me, right?
I've narrowed it down to Yoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right.
Yeah,
The four of
you
us
should
were
go
there
sometime,
trying to
Kyo.
dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
And we sued each other our wee-wees.
All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
I cannot let this stand, man.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
I think you can eat shit, Byakuya.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Objection.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
Did
The
no one
one who
take
saw
note
the
of?
body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
I don't remember this detail.
Shoot!
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Thanks, Hagers.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Finally. But what if it did? You have no clue, Makoto. Oh, God. All right, hair down for this one.
We've
Perfect.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
No shit.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Ooh, alright. Well,
we've established a time frame for the murder. It took place
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
No, that's wrong.
you're wrong, Byakuya.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
God, I'm so good.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
Right.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because
From
of the
mouth
sprinklers.
down south.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
Alright, here we go.
I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this. I admit nothing. How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
This should prove it.
Yeah!
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because... Coco's baby.
Hey, thank you so much, Jason.
While the body was still on fire, I doused it with water.
Thank you so much,
Only
Jason.
the
That's
part
very
on fire,
generous.
the top half.
Jason Young coming in clutch. Thanks, Jason.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last
Welcome,
night
Olmswood.
to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Alright.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it,
dumb
boss.
bear.
Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still
Girl!
insufficient.
Do you think I killed him?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
Listen, if you believe in your heart of hearts I didn't do it, then why would you bring it up and put it to everyone else?
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Oh my god.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick.
Yeah, because I'm
You're
smart.
right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's
Yeah, it is kind of
exactly
weird
what
I'm
the
helping her
killer
with
did.
this. I was thinking the same thing. It's
The
like,
dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
that would be covered in
This
blood.
proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
She's not our friend, man. There's blood.
Something's not right.
And what might that be?
It wouldn't be clean, there'd be blood.
By cover...
Wait, shit. Oh.
The killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the...
Am I gonna have to use the thing of like, hey, no, it's not because it was. He threw water on it to stop the butt. Oh my god, you idiots.
It was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
By covering the body, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
What the? Wait, did I didn't even look at it. Alright.
By covering the body with
The killer prevented it from...
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on is because the sprinkler got that side.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally
that's right.
spotless,
It's this one.
It's because that side was protected from the water.
What the hell? Wait.
Shoot!
Alright.
By covering the body with the killer prevented it.
So the reason the tarp was only is because the sprinkler.
But the underside of it was totally spotless.
It's because that side was protected since it was facing down toward the... Of course it didn't get dirty!
No!
Yeah!
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
Hell yeah.
Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have
Eggerson,
gotten
do you have the
blood.
dab? You should get all the ones underneath you, right?
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Use it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something
God.
like that?
Chicken.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Cut off the chicken's head, bleed all over it, throw
That's
it
what
in the
Hifumi
monochrome
did,
flour.
right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
You know it was.
What? Chicken blood?
And it was delicious.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
Because of the sprinkle. Wait.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Huh?
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time.
Yeah, no shit, Allie, me too.
What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
Oh my god.
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Flutterdash, thank you so much. Everyone give it up for Flutterdash. Extending their subscription, and they've gifted the most.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Thank you, Flutterdash.
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Yeah, I don't either, man. Well, then we're gonna use this bullet right now.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it.
This
I
is
just
not
remembered.
looking good for him. Well, yeah, I had the only knife in the place, and y'all made me carry it. Yeah, I know, like, the only weapon we have.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
How many other knives are there?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Then why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
But they're not wearing any nails there.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
I'm just getting ice. No break. Okay.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
I just want. Oh shit.
Shoot!
Yeah.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before... That seals it!
Just because I had the knife, that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid.
If he did have that knife before, that seals it. Makoto did.
Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes me the killer.
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No!
There's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it.
Makoto. Just because I had the knife, that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, so there's no question. You took
Shit, oh, that was what I...
Horrible man
God
you are,
damn it.
Makoto.
Sorry.
The The knife we found lodged in...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that knife, that seals it. Makoto.
Just because I had the knife, that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the that automatic...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Shoot!
Stabbed.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it.
Makoto, just because I had the that automatic...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed...
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Okay, not that one.
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that knife, that seals it.
Just because I had that automatic...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, so there's no
God!
question.
I don't have time to go back. God damn! Shit.
The knife we found lodged...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, that seals it. Makoto did it!
Just because I had the knife, that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it.
Just because I had that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
Holy crap.
If he did have that seals it.
Just because I had that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found lodged in...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Alright, not a grabby.
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
God damn! I
It
can't.
really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that, that seals it. Just because I had that automatically... Well...
Getting stabbed is what
killed her, so there's no question. You took that knife...
What a horrible man you are.
Alright, I think I got this.
The knife we found lodged...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Shoot!
The knife we found...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that knife, that seals it. Look, just because I had the knife, that automatically... Well...
Getting stabbed is what killed her.
God, no, no, no!
So there's
I don't have time!
You took that knife...
What a horrible man you are, Makoto. The knife we found...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that knife, that seals it. Just because I had the knife, that automatically...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Not that one.
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
Golly, No, we've done this one twice.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
Shit. Oh my god, I did not need that!
If he did have that knife before, then... That seals it.
Oh wait, fragments your dead body, what the hell's this? Oh.
Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
God. No!
Shoot!
The knife...
I don't understand. Shit!
I refuse to give up yet!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid.
If he did have that, that seals it. Just because I had that automatic... Well...
Getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Shoot!
The knife we found...
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that knife, that seals it. Just because I had the knife, that automatically make...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Holy effing shit.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
I've hit this thing with every single one.
That automatic, well...
Getting stabbed is what...
No, that's wrong.
I could have swore I hit that before.
Wait, hold on.
The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
I thought I did that one.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right?
Oh.
In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained
Son of a
coat
bitch.
until after they were
They
dead.
all look so similar. It's like body, body,
Okay,
body.
fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body.
And that was the new boy. I'm really pissed at myself.
Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Then the knife.
All right,
was
let's
just
build up
another
momentum,
piece of
guys.
camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
Okay. There we go.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum
God,
particles
hero.
cause atomic level spontaneous combustion.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect, you, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine, I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
Alright.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already told.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
Then, shall we continue the debate?
God, no!
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds
Oh,
across her
what?
entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
Alright, if this is it...
Shoot!
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Oh, wait. Oh! I wasn't reading the whole thing. Shit. Okay, there wasn't. Shit, alright.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Holy shit. What's going on, man? I think it's heroes. Alright.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
think
Then
I know.
shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury
got
has
it.
yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion
Golly!
killed her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the knife. And then there's only one other
Sons of
thing.
bitches.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet...
Knife explosion.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Oh, shit. Alright.
Shoot!
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
She was already... And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only...
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
Oh, wait. This is more of an agreeance thing. Okay.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was...
And it wasn't
This is like
the
an...
knife, right? And then there's only...
Oh yeah. According to the... That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue the debate?
I never let this thing
The
finish.
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Yes!
No, that's wrong. Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
That's more of a agreeing thing, though. I was like, how's that...
The wounds all over the rest of her body. They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
It shouldn't be cause of death, then. It should have been, we don't know the cause of death.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
God, Toko.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Weirdos.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed him. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Back to the iron boot.
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kinda weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
One more secret. Night, Jason.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, because in the... It said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to me. You have no right!
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file...
Along with the arrows, there's a wadded up ball of duct tape. So they fashioned them all together. A literal fascist. Alright, now I got it.
It said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too...
Got it!
No, that's wrong.
No more does!
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape.
So we fashioned them all together.
The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
No, that literally is a fasces or whatever, which is where the term fascist comes from. And it's basically everyone coming together for one big force. Or fascist. But anyway, it's originally putting a bunch of sticks together. So whoever committed this murder is a fascist.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
You're a bundle of sticks, Toko.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? With you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko. Right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
Oh!
In my room?
Don't
That's
bother
right,
trying
Kyo.
to play dumb.
Yeah, don't bother.
That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just... there's one more thing I need to ask her.
Do you like me?
Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
Oh. Oh.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
It's getting ridiculous, Biatch.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
'Cause they were getting it on. Okay.
So
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke, what do you...
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof
that you aren't the culprit.
Yes!
No, that's wrong.
That is wrong!
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Go to school so you can learn!
Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself.
Guys, this is getting so good. We gotta take a break.
Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Like, something big's about to happen? Hold on to your butts. She picked a lock, I think.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
But I know if I had put it, it's like, no, I can't run away. It's like, ignore it. Well, I can't ignore it, right? Like...
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Oh, shit. Good thing I built my health back. Let me go over all these accounts.
Because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
Ah, shit. Oh! You tried to get out, but I reloaded.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself.
Woo!
Kyoko.
Golly, I'm good at this. Somebody call my mama. I'm the greatest.
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school. Which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it. So I lost. That's all this means.
Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done,
No.
all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out! So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you! But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
What the hell? No. Wait.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment! Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Well, this doesn't make any sense. Ah, them knee highs, though. Well, that's gotta hurt. Alright. She got with Hero? Wait, and wait. Or is Allie just procreating? All three.
No! This isn't right!
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
It was all a dream? Let's do it again. Yeah, of course not. Oh, gosh.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room, that it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
I like how Allie was just the concubine for world population.
There's only one other possibility I can think of.
Oh man, Makoto got laid!
Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
Makoto literally only got laid in his
Had to
dream.
be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
No! Oh, yes! Hey! I'm the best! Thank you. Nice.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Not me! I am not the killer! I got an A this trial.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
No, they didn't.
Hey! Shing! Thrills, chills, kills!
This is weird.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh my god. What? Wait. Makoto? What the hell's going on? Oh shit, they made a CGI for this. Or a graphic. Oh, it's the same one? Oh, I guess if you didn't see it. Just with him now. Didn't want to make 7 executions, did you? This is one of the least imaginative ones. Shihiro! Shihiro of us all. Get me out of here, Chihiros! Baby Shiaks. Hacking. Programming. Fallen Tuple. Yeah. Wow. Shihiro. Alteegs.
This is...
It would seem...
You better believe it, baby. My, how the turntables have turned.
In other words...
Oh yeah, ultimate luck. That's true. Yeah, who are we?
Calm down. In other words...
What did you say?
So...
Yeah, I know. We went over this at the beginning. Thanks for setting me up there. Oh, wow. This isn't a dream. The stench invading my nostrils. Lucky students live in the trash. Chase, that's very funny. Look at Alt E's little stern face. You're not gonna hurt my friend. Alright guys, this looks like a good stopping point. Or should we keep going? Alright, cool. Alright, solid. There we go. We will pick Chapter 4 end. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you so much.